The Hangout is live, 3 p.m., August 31st. Mad Society, live Q&A and mastermind starts now. We're going to give it a few minutes to let everyone kind of trickle into the room. And that way we can have everybody from the group here when it starts. Usually takes a few minutes to get everyone in. It's all good. Perfect time to grab a cup of coffee. I've got some music for you. Maybe a Monster Energy drink. Whatever you think. There we go. I see someone in the room now. Let me open up the little chat and see what's going on. Group chat, where's the Q&A box? There we go. Oh yeah, man, we got a lot of people in here already asking questions and commenting. What's up, Miguel? What's up, Matthew? Sammy, what's up, Sammy? Everybody's putting their comments and saying what's up. There we go. Good to have everyone here, man. We will be starting in the very near future. So yeah, let's see what we got. Now we're live. Miguel wants to know, is this live yet? Yeah, we're live right now, brother. We are rocking and rolling. Now I have some notes. I want to kick things off with some things I have to say that I want to tell you guys about. And then we'll move into Q&A at the end. And if we don't answer all the questions that were posted or every question that you guys have, that's just the way it works. We'll see what we can do in the time we have. Turn the music down and we'll get going. I don't even know what we're listening to, but it's royalty free, so YouTube won't sue me. So we'll shut that down and get ready to go. First thing first, welcome to the live Q&A / mastermind / hangout / mad society party. It's good to have everyone here. Thank you for being a member. If you're watching the replay, I'm glad you're here. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is tomorrow, the doors are reopening to Mad Society. We've been closed down for about a month. No new members. A few people have snuck in. I don't know how they got in, but they found the sign-up page and they came in. But we have officially not been accepting new members for the last month. Now everything's ready to go, and we're going to reopen the doors for some new members tomorrow. So if you're watching this replay in the future and you're brand new, welcome to Mad Society. This is how we do it. We're live. I'm here at my house. We do this once a month. We get together, talk smack, and get ready to go. And also for you guys that are current Mad Society members, tomorrow, when all the new members come in, be sure and welcome them. You know, if they do an introduction post, say hi, offer some advice, point them in the right direction, because as we continue to grow, I'm not going to be able to handle it all by myself. So let's load it up, see who's in the room yet. The future. Hey guys, how do I get into the video? You're in the video, brother. I'm getting error. Watch this video on YouTube. Playback on other websites has been disabled by the owner. Yeah, I don't know, man. Is everyone having trouble seeing the video? Comment in the box and let me know. If so, we may have to fix it. If not, we're going to get going. Is everyone having issues seeing the video or no? Is there anybody out there? So that's it, man. We're going to go ahead and get going. So yeah, let's do it. First thing I want to talk about today is masterminds and how important they are. And the reason I bring this up, because 10 years later, I mean, probably 9 years later, don't let me start exaggerating. 9 years in the game, 9 years later, I still participate in masterminds. And when I look back at my career in affiliate marketing, it's the most profitable thing I ever did. As some of you may or may not know, the first mastermind I was a part of was pretty epic. I was just in my first few months of affiliate marketing, went to Affiliate Summit West, and I met 4 guys in a kitchen at a mansion party that one of the networks was throwing. We rampaged affiliate marketing for the next several years. I still talk to a few of those guys to this date. Everyone did really well, and it's one of the best ways to speed up your learning curve. And I know that we have a lot of masterminds, quote unquote masterminds going on. But I think a lot of people do masterminds wrong. And the reason this is on the top of my mind is because I just made a change in one of the masterminds that I'm in. I'm in a group of, I think, 8 guys. One of the masterminds I'm a part of has 8 guys, varying experience levels. Some are brand new, some have been around a long time, some have made tons of money, some have yet to make a dime or anything significant. And the mastermind was great, but what I noticed over time was after a while, we were just kind of talking shop and shooting the shit. No one was really sharing any details or talking about their actual campaigns. And so I challenged the group. I said, hey, this is all fun shooting the shit, but if we're going to do a mastermind, let's do it. So if you're a member of a mastermind, here's what I do. Here's what I think you should do too. Yeah, if the viewing is disabled, guys, I didn't do that on purpose. But to tell you the truth, I don't know how to fix it. So we're just going to have to do it as is. But the way the mastermind should work, in my mind anyway, this is how my first one worked by accident, and it went really well. And this is what the new mastermind has transitioned to. And instead of just getting together on Skype and kind of talking shop, what we do is I said, hey, let's just run the same campaign, same offer on the same traffic source. And everyone was like, what? That's weird. I said, no, this is how you're supposed to do a mastermind. And a few guys were kind of iffy about it. They said, it seems kind of weird. Like if we're all running the same offer, won't we saturate the offer and the traffic source? I don't see how it could work. But I was like, just do it, just do it, just do it. And we've been setting up for the last 2 weeks. Several of us are live now, and then the remaining few guys are coming on as soon as they can get live. But the benefit of doing it that way is that you can learn about your campaign and your traffic source and your offer 5 times faster than you normally would. If 5 guys launch the same offer on the same traffic source, there's every bit of information that they get, good ads, CTRs, bad ads, landing pages they used that worked, landing pages they used that didn't work, CTAs that worked, CTAs that didn't work. It's all from the same pool of information. So instead of you working by yourself at home, and let's say it would normally take you 2 weeks to get a campaign from losing to making money, if you have 5 guys running, you can speed up that process 5 times, but everyone has to be running the same offer on the same traffic source. Otherwise, a mastermind is kind of pointless. I mean, you can kind of get some benefit from just talking to people and, you know, everyone kind of holding back what they're actually doing, but they're talking shop and giving away a little bit of details. But if you really want to super blast off your performance of your mastermind, launch the same offer on the same traffic source, at least the same offer, maybe on 2 different traffic sources. Run that and share every bit of information. No one can hold back. And it sounds very counterintuitive. I know you're like, why would I share my information? They're going to duplicate what I'm doing. And I'm telling you, yes, you all are going to end up running the same ads, same landing page, same offer, same bid, same everything. And everyone's game will improve. I know it from experience. I've done it many times. And when everyone's hiding information from each other, it doesn't work. But when everyone shares everything with each other, it works really well. So if you're part of a mastermind, try that out. or if you're thinking of joining one, keep that in mind. Because if you just want to sit around and talk shop, we can do that in Mad Society all day. You can do that anywhere. A mastermind is for, it's really giving your group an advantage over everyone else on that offer and on that traffic source. Kind of like poker. If you're playing video poker online and you have 5 guys, there's 6 seats at the table and you have 5 seats, your group controls 5 seats and you're all sharing your hands with each other on Skype. This poor person that's trying to compete against you guys has no chance because you're sharing everything. You're saying, I've got 3 aces. Okay, I've got a full house. Okay, do this, you fold, you bet this, you bet this. And at the end of the night, you all split the winnings. Like that poor soul that's sitting at the table with you has no chance. Absolutely no chance. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. If not, ask questions in the Q&A thread in the forum below. When you view this, it should be inside the forum. Just drop a comment and let me know. Let's see. So that's really the only thing I wanted to bring up before we get into the questions, that mastermind thing, simply because it's working so well for me right now as we speak. Like I was kind of having trouble getting some new campaigns launched. I just couldn't get inspired. But when I challenged our group to everyone launch the same campaign, it made me snap into shape and launch my own campaign as well. And now we're going to basically take over the traffic source in the next few weeks. No question about it. That's what a mastermind's for, man. All right, man. So that is my intro. Now we're going to jump into some of the questions that were posted in the thread. And then if there's time before the hour's up, we'll jump to the Q&A session here on the screen. And I know for a fact that several of you guys can't see the video on Google+, but there is a YouTube live link that's also available. Someone posted it in the chat. And I don't know why it's doing that, but it's too late to figure it out now. We'll figure it out for next time. For now, everything should be working fine and the replay will be available. So the first question, I'm reading it off the screen here, comes from Ramon. And he says, he's talking about last month, we talked about free trial offers, rebills versus straight sales. And I was talking about how straight sales are more consistent than rebills, free trial offers. And the reason is because, yes, the free trial offers convert better because people think they're getting them for free, but they're not. Straight sales, it's very upfront. People know that they're buying the product. So it converts. It doesn't convert as well, but it's way more consistent. Because if you notice, the free trial offers, they're gone every few months. They come and they go. That's because so many people get pissed off that they charge back and ask for refunds from their purchase. And the company ends up losing their bank accounts and the offers just go away. Straight sales that are more upfront, they don't have those complaints. They don't have those problems. So they run for years and years and years and years. And I was talking about that's why I like straight sale offers more than the rebills. So Raymond said he was running a free trial and had his first $400 a day profit on native, which is great, right? He got all excited, but just like I said, as soon as he figured out how to get it profitable, the offer went away. They lost their bank accounts or whatever happened, the offer is gone. So then he tried some information products with money back guarantees. I'm guessing that was on ClickBank because he says the refund rate is killing all of his profit. And on ClickBank, if you guys don't know, it's different than straight affiliate marketing through a CPA network. On ClickBank, the affiliate pays for the chargebacks and the refund. So if you do $1,000 in sales, they hold about $200 of that money. They keep it from you. And they use that $200 to pay off the chargebacks and the refunds. So the payouts the process is a little different. It's kind of a pain in the ass because you may be breaking even or making 10% ROI. And then after 2 weeks, people start asking for refunds, or after 2 months, people start asking for refunds, and you find out you were actually losing money the whole time. So he wants to know, how can people run these products? And I've run metric tons of ClickBank products in my last 9 years. People always ask me, they say, do you like ClickBank? Yes, 100%. In many cases, I think ClickBank offers are better than traditional affiliate network offers, because you're only dealing with ClickBank. That's all you have to deal with. It's pretty straightforward. You get your payout, you get your you pay for your refunds and your chargebacks. And one cool thing that they do is they put you in direct contact with the advertiser. If you start running enough volume, ClickBank will introduce you to the advertiser. And you can ask that advertiser, you can say, look, man, I'm breaking even, or I'm losing a little bit of money because of the refunds. Can you help me? And they'll say, yeah. And what they've done for me in the past is they give you performance bonuses. It wasn't ClickBank, it was Software Projects. Same thing, same exact thing. What they do is they'll put you in contact with the advertiser. And like I told them, I said, I'm breaking even, or I'm losing because of the refunds. And they'll say, oh, no problem. We'll give you a performance bonus. So if you can do 30 sales a month, we'll give you an extra $1 per sale. Or if you can do 1,000 sales a month, we'll give you $18 per sale as a bonus. And I've done these because when I run traffic, I run very high volume into the thousands and thousands, if not tens of thousands of sales a month. So my performance bonuses would be through the roof. So even if the campaign was breaking even or losing money, I just continued to run because I knew I'd keep track of the sales. I go, okay, worst case scenario, I've got 10,000 sales this month. That's $15 per sale. So do the math. I'm going to be fine. So that's one thing you can do, Ramon, is if Software Projects will allow you to reach out to the advertiser, contact them, tell them your situation. Say, I'm running your traffic. This is my affiliate ID. I'm breaking even, or I'm making money until the refunds, then I'm losing. So I'm gonna have to turn it off. Can you help me? And they'll say, yeah, what do you need? So, well, I'd like a performance bonus. And then, I don't know, half the time, they'll already have a structure set up for you. So they'll give you a bonus per sale. So you can make up some of the refunds and the chargebacks that way. If Software Projects will put you in contact with the advertiser. If they won't put you in contact, you might want to find an offer where they will allow you to contact the advertiser, because it can be game changing. And these are the kind of back end deals that no one ever knows about. Like, these are the kind of back end deals that some affiliate networks have on your traffic. So if you're running 2,000 sales a week to the affiliate network, there's a chance that they've got a back end deal with the advertiser that if you get over 1,000 sales a month, they'll pay them $10 extra per sale, and you never know about it. So if you're doing 2,000 a week, that's 8,000 a month, and they're getting $10. That's $80,000 a month of revenue that's coming in that you as the affiliate would never know existed. That's just one of the many, many, many ways that affiliate networks make money on the back end off the back of your traffic. Now, don't run out and start an affiliate network, because that's a very tough business to be in too. They also are supposed to cover your ass if payments don't come through, or if an advertiser disappears, which happens many, many times throughout the years. It's their job to cover the loss. So if an advertiser disappears with $1 million, the affiliate network is supposed to pay their affiliates. The good ones do. The bad ones don't, and the bad ones go out of business. I've seen 10, 15 of them drop off. Big affiliate networks drop off just because of that reason. They didn't have reserves. So yeah, you want to work with advertisers on the back end on any campaign if possible. You could even do it with the affiliate network. Say, look, I'm doing 1,000 sales a month right now. I'd like, if I can get to 1,500 sales a month, will you give me an extra $5 per sale? They'll normally say, yeah, ask for more money. It can't hurt. As long as you're sending a decent amount of traffic, they'll give you whatever you want. Especially if you say, I'm going to have to turn it off. They don't want the traffic turned off, of course. So if they have to give you $5 per sale more, they will. So I hope that helps you on your current campaign where the refund rate is killing you. And he asked me, do I have any suggestions to start finding and testing high payout offers? And no, I don't. I have one piece of advice for you and for everyone else on this call. And that piece of advice is, stop trying to go out and find offers, whether they're high payout or low payout. Don't look for them. Don't go to affiliate networks and look for offers. Go to traffic sources and see which offers are being run currently. That's all you should be doing. Doesn't matter if the payout's high or low. Go to the traffic source, use a spy tool if you have one. And there's no excuse not to have a spy tool at this point, guys, because I got a deal for us for AdVault. 9 days for free, 9 days for $1. You can use AdVault, which I've been using. I used it before I even the Mad Society. I told them, I said, I have to try this out, make sure it works. And it's great. In 9 days, if you can't find an offer to run in 9 days or 10 offers to try in 9 days, you need to get your shit together, because that's more than enough time. You should be able to spend about 1 or 2 days and find 6 or 7 offers to run. If you can't, you're doing something wrong. So I would suggest, Ramon, instead of looking for high payout offers or looking for what my system is of finding and testing high payout offers, just do what I keep telling you guys to do. Grab a spy tool. AdVault.io is $1 for 9 days. And look something up. Find something to run. The only criteria that I demand is that it's currently being run on the network by at least one, hopefully more affiliates. I like jumping in the mix when there's a lot of competition, because it's counterintuitive, but that's where the money is. My first campaign that I started in my first year in affiliate network marketing was, there were hundreds of affiliates running the same campaign. Exactly the same. Hundreds, if not thousands. I didn't care about saturation. I didn't worry about any of that. I just jumped on the major trend and rode the wave. That should be the only question you ask is there an opportunity to make money here? Okay, 3 guys are running it. Yes, run it. Try it. Go for it. Don't worry about any other aspect. Saturation, click prices, are they too high? You know, is the opportunity gone? Is it too late? Don't worry about any of that. It's never too late. The opportunity's never gone. And if the opportunity is gone, launch, grab some of it while it lasts, and then move on to the next thing. It's not the end of the world. So I hope that helps. Definitely, definitely use those spy tools, man. That is the answer to making money in affiliate marketing. Spy, launch, optimize. That's it. Spy, launch, optimize. So in my case, I would use a spy tool, find 3 or 4 campaigns to launch at the same time on the same traffic source, and then I would find one campaign that does the best, pause all the other ones, and then I start my campaign optimization. That's when I start testing new ads, new landing pages, and stuff like that. But the initial week, maybe even 2 weeks, is just throwing up some campaigns that I found. We'll see which one does the best, eliminating the others, and then running the campaign. That's kind of how it works in my world. Has been for a long time. People refuse to do that. They want to make it more difficult. They want to come up with their own ideas, create their own angles. No, 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 no. Do yourself a favor. Spy, launch, optimize. Someone write that down and post it in the forum, because that's going to be our new theme song. Spy, launch, optimize. Okay, on to the next question from our man, John, who says he has huge with native ads and content arbitrage, but he wants to do CPA stuff. Nutra is what he wants to do, which I do not do. But he's confused and wants to know if it's too late to do Nutra on native now, because he's hearing from people say that Rev Content is banning accounts, content.ad is not profitable. Okay, so first of all, as said, let me help you out here, John. It's never too late. Nutra on native, Nutra in general has been running for, I don't know, at least 10 plus years and doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. That being said, running it on any traffic source is becoming more and more of a problem almost every month. It gets harder and harder and harder and harder. Does that mean that it's too late or that it won't work for you? Shit, no. In fact, I've talked to several Mad Society members. I will not mention their names because they contact me privately. I've talked to several Mad Society members who are doing exactly what you're thinking about doing. And their numbers have gone from 0 into the high 5 figures a day profit in a very short matter of time, a week or two. Will it be consistent for the long term? Probably not, but they are killing it very quickly, doing exactly what won't work anymore. Question. Listen to anyone who says anything about any of that. It's never too late. It just, to me, the whole cloaking and black cat thing, it's just such an outdated business model that's going to go the way of the dinosaurs. Like, I have friends that are investing tens of thousands of dollars into these crazy systems to get around the rules. Like, why don't you just invest your time and your money into building a system that plays with the rules that you can run for the next 10 years and sell, instead of this fly-by-night random hit and run? Sure, you make 5,000-10,000 a day, but you only do it for like 3 days. And that's what no one talks about. I'd rather do the long term. So is it worth spending thousands of dollars these days to test Nutra on native? Yes. If that's what you want to do, the opportunity is still there and huge. And people are doing it right now as we speak. What verticals, native network, and native ad spy tools for Nutra do you recommend? I don't do Nutra, and it doesn't matter what vertical you're going to be in. Right now I use 2 spy tools: What Runs Where and AdVault. And I use those because they gave me deals for Mad Society. I've been using them for a long time. I've used off and on for years. AdVault, I started using because I wanted to test it for you guys. Those are the 2 favorite ones that I've lately. AdBeat, I don't use. I haven't ever used, but I'm hearing it's the best of all of them. And what I'll do is I'll talk to AdBeat. All of these guys are contacting me now because of the forum, and they want to get you guys to use their products. So I'll see if you guys want AdBeat, I'll see about getting you a discount or a free trial offer or something for that as well. Content.ad and Rev Content are asking for ID verification. How would you solve that problem or have a workaround? I would not. I have no advice for you there. I don't bother with any of that. I think it's a huge waste of time. I mean, would you rather spend your time creating fake identities for a campaign that might last 7 days? Or should you invest your time doing something that's sustainable and long-term? I'll let you decide, but I do not have any advice for you when it comes to getting around the rules. We don't even discuss that in the forum. It's not part of what I do, and it's not part of what I recommend. You can do whatever you want. You know, no one's perfect, but it's just not what I choose to do these days. Hope that helps, John. Glad to have you as a member, man. Glad to have all you guys as a member. We have a lot of people in the room right now watching live, and then tons more will watch the replays. And yeah, it's great to have you guys here. So let's have a shot of Monster, and we'll move on to the next question from Alex. One of these days I'll stop drinking Monster, but it will not be today. So Alex is chiming in with John's question. He said that seems like Nutra on Rev Content is becoming harder and harder lately. He's using spy tools. Oh, no, he's not using spy tools, so he does manual spying. And is having a hard time finding the Nutra campaigns to copy and run. You got to use a spy tool, bro. If you don't have any money, you can use AdVault for $1 for 9 days. You don't have to continue if you don't want to, because it's not cheap. You know, it's like 150 to 300, 400 bucks a month if you continue. But jump in there and you have 9 days to find a campaign. If you can't find those campaigns in 9 days, you're doing something wrong. There's a billion different ways you can search for them, by keyword, by traffic source, by most popular for the day. Just log into AdVault. There's a link in the forum. Use that link, and they set up a special page for us that'll give you a week and a half for free. But yeah, so the Nutra campaigns are a little harder to find now because they are cracking down on them. They don't want them there, so they're all getting kicked off left and right every day. And but if you log into the spy tools, you'll see them. I see them every time I use a spy tool. You can't miss them. Look for, one thing I like to do is look for words, keywords like weird, bizarre, brilliant, trick, stuff like that. one weird tip, you know, those kind of things. You'll find them. Search by keyword. Here is a question from another John. This is a different John. Says he's a new member. What's up, man? His icon is a thumbs up, and it says mindset. I like that. His question is, what are the main reasons for favoring native over Facebook in Mad Society? Are you getting cheaper clicks, less strict rules? Is it less crowded? Is there less competition? What are the other major benefits of native traffic? And the reason why we are doing native right now, or the reason why I'm focused on native right now, is because of the hassle of running on Facebook and Google. It just became so annoying that I got sick of doing it. You know, when you set up a campaign and you run it for 2 weeks, losing money, and then you finally figure out how to make it work, and that very day, Facebook shuts your account down for no reason, even though it's white hat and totally compliant. They just turn the campaign off. And unless you have a Facebook rep, which I'm hearing they're making themselves a lot more available these days. But unless you have a rep at Facebook, your account, your name is burned, your credit card's dead, your website's banned, everything's shut down. And so you spend all this time losing money in the beginning, investing in the campaign data, you figure it out, and then you can't run the campaign. After going through that so many times, I started running on native networks, and it's been a breeze. Sure, there's less volume. Facebook's quality is better. The ROI is higher. If you can get an account and a campaign running, Facebook's the best traffic on earth. AdWords is right up there with it. But the trade-off, again, I go for ease of operation. I'm not trying to build a hacker network of systems and robots that, you know, log me in here and create this account there and do all this, blah, 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 blah. I just don't want to do that. I've never been a black hat guy. I don't have that type of mindset at all, or mentality. I just don't. I never did in the beginning. I never knew what when people talked to me about it, I never knew what the hell they were about. I just know how to set up landing pages, create banner ads, find offers, and launch campaigns. That's what I'm good at. So that's what I focus on. And native networks make that really easy. Here's another thing. If you can make native ads work with a white hat / dark gray hat campaign, you won't get kicked off. So when they go through and sweep all these black hat affiliates off the network, I'm still riding my wave. So while everyone else is complaining, whining, complaining, and trying to figure out the new way they're going to beat the rules, while they're all banned, my campaigns explode because I'm the one left on the network. It's like me and 3 other guys that are doing what I'm doing. And we get all of your traffic while you're shut down. We're taking everything. Click costs go way down. Volume goes through the roof, and you just kind of print money. It's a no. After I've seen it happen many, many times, it's a no-brainer. So that's why I like native. That's why I've been running native for a while. But I've been talking to some guys about Facebook, and they've assured me that it's getting easier to get a rep, especially if you're willing to spend a lot of money and run white hat to gray hat type of campaigns. You can't get a rep and expect to have an account live for 2 years if you're doing bullshit campaigns. You just can't. But I can, because what I do is a twist. I try to keep it as clean. I don't do any rebuilds. I don't do any weird landing page stuff. No non-compliant anything. I run it through the traffic sources attorneys, the offers attorneys. Like, it all goes through so many approval processes that what I'm left with can run forever. That's still my recommendation, man. I mean, if you're printing money cloaking Facebook, that's great. But I'm saying there are other options. If you're not doing well right now, try running the white hat campaigns. I hate when people contact me and it's their first campaign ever, and they're doing just the most horrible non-compliant stuff I've ever seen. They're like, how do I make this work? I've never launched a campaign. Here are my assets. And I look at them, I go, what the hell? Like, why did you jump straight to the dark side? Like, at least attempt to run some white hat stuff. There are several networks that have the cleaner offers, and they are places like Ads for Dough, those are old friends of mine, very, very trusted, respected, highly respected. They have a lot of great offers that you can run. Places like W4 has clean offers you can run that are long-term. And there are a few others. ClickBooth has some. They have a mix of, rebills and crazy stuff, but then they have the solid offers as well. But those are 3 recommendations. It's not going to be the hot trend you hear about on, at the Affiliate Summit conference. It's not going to be the hot trend, oh, we're all doing this crazy cloaking thing and making all this money. You will never hear about these head offers, but they're the most sturdy, steady, long-term campaigns ever. All right, here's a new question from Dan. What's up, Dan? Dan's been with us a while. Asking about Rev content. When scaling from desktop to mobile, do you first optimize desktop and then clone it? Or do you start with both from the beginning and optimize them individually? And this is a fantastic question, man. I wish every question was this good because this is awesome. Just the perfect question. What I do in the beginning is I set up separate campaigns, one targeting mobile and tablet and one targeting desktop. I'll do one on brand for each and one on topic for each. So I'll set up really 4 campaigns for the same offer. This is what I do. I've got my desktop brand topic, and I got my mobile brand topic. 4 campaigns, $100 a day. For me, that's $400 a day. I'll run it for maybe 3 days. I'll spend $1,200 just to figure out where I should begin. Whichever campaign does the best, let's say, for example, it's the desktop topic, which is normally the case. Desktop topic, I'll pause all of the other campaigns and only focus on desktop topic. When I get that thing fully optimized, I mean all the way optimized, where I'm running a blacklist campaign, which is the original campaign, plus the whitelist campaign, which is all the good widgets thrown into a separate campaign. When I have those 2 campaigns running and I can't scale them anymore, I'll go back and add one of the other device types or the brand campaign. So when desktop topic is done, I'll open up desktop brand or mobile topic, one of the other campaigns, whichever had the most promise after that original test. I'll go to number 2. And I don't duplicate the whitelist from desktop topic to mobile. I've done several times. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But sometimes the widgets aren't even applicable to the mobile campaign. It'll say you can't use these widgets, like these. We can't find these widgets in mobile topic. It won't find them. Especially if you try to go to brand. If you copy over the widgets into a brand campaign from topic, half of them won't even be found. I start the optimization process from the beginning. I run it wide open, and then I start blacklisting things, and then I start moving whitelist widgets to the whitelist campaign. I start from scratch. I wish I could just duplicate that winning desktop campaign to all 4 other campaigns and make it just magically work, but that is not the case. You can do it sometimes, but if it does work, you'll end up with a very small campaign in the duplicate campaign. Because if you duplicate, like say you have 7 whitelist widgets from the desktop campaign and you just duplicate them over to mobile and that's it, you have 7 widgets for your mobile campaign when there might be 70 that would have worked if you had given it an all-out test from scratch. That's what I like to do. Takes more time, costs a little more money, but in the long run, you always make more. So I hope that helps, man. A simple answer would be I do not clone the campaign. I start over from the beginning and optimize the new device separately. I'll use the insights that I got from the desktop campaign. Like if I made a change to the landing page and it improved the performance, I'll have that same change. I'll have that in my Rolodex for the mobile campaign. Oh, here's a great question from Miguel. We're about, damn, it's already 3:45. Great, guys. Time's flying by when you're having fun. Miguel has a question. This is another good one. He says he has widgets that spend a lot of money. They have great landing page CTR, but no profits. And that's bad when your daily budget is limited and you want to give a chance for other things to emerge. Although these high spending widgets might possibly start making money when I optimize the creatives. So he has 2 questions. I'm not even going to look at those questions because what you just said is the question. Turn those widgets off. Turn the high volume widgets that are making no money, turn them off. You have to be pretty non-emotional with your campaign. And right now you're dealing with emotions. You're not dealing with logic. The logic is the widgets are not making any money for you, so turn them off. But for some reason in your mind, you're saying like, yeah, but these widgets are high volume. And this happens to me too. I'm not mocking you. This happens to me all the time. And I have to get very non-emotional and just go on logic. Is this making money? No. Turn it off. That's it. It's a yes or no question. Because if you get caught up, and I get caught up in this from time to time, I'm speaking from experience. If you get caught up in the game of, well, this might make money, I'll just keep blasting money at it, trying to make changes on the fly, see if I can make it work. Like that might happen. You might figure it out. Or you could waste the next 2 weeks and $2,000 trying to make these widgets work that just don't work. And that's sad because there are other widgets in your campaigns that are probably making money, but they can't even rise to the surface because these monster losing widgets are taking up all of your spend. So turn them off. When you're running this campaign, if you see something take off with high volume that's not making money, that's bad. That's not good. It's not potential. It's horrible. Eliminate it. And what you can do is this. Take those this is a good tip, so write this down. Take those widgets that are spending a lot of money, but not making a profit, write them down, save them into Evernote or something. Then optimize your campaign on the profitable widgets that are left over. Even if they're smaller volume, get the campaign to where it's running a serious, great ROI. You're making money every day. Work on optimize, keep optimizing. Then once you get the page optimized on the profitable widgets, then consider throwing those high volume widgets back into the campaign. See what happens for a day or two. Maybe the optimizations that you've made will work now on those higher volume campaigns. Maybe they won't. If they don't work, turn them off, forget about them. Because you can get sucked into that vortex of, what if this would have worked? This would be so great. This is the mindset you have to have. If a widget has a lot of traffic, but it's not making money, that is bad. Lots of traffic is great if it's profitable, but if it's not profitable, it's a disaster. Turn it off. I can't say it enough times in a row. Turn it off, turn them off, turn them off, turn them off, turn them off. And you'll wake up tomorrow and your campaign will have new life, probably start making more money or losing less money, and you'll feel much better. You'll go, you're going to release yourself from that mental anguish of, I want these to work, but they're not working. Deal with reality. Use logic as your guide. And logic says, we're not in this game to lose money. We're in the game to make money. That's it. That's the only purpose. Have fun, make money. That's all. That's why we're here. We're not here to lose money. So use your brain. This is losing money for me. Turn it off. This one's making money for me. Leave it on. It's kind of like is it a word like a binary thinking? It's either a yes or a no. If it's losing money, it's a no. But you can always throw them back in later. And I was just going through this on a campaign of mine. Monster traffic, monster widgets. But they weren't making any money. I blew about $300 at each one, and the 2 biggest widgets didn't make any money. But I thought maybe I'm making my decision too soon. So I had actually paused those big widgets. I turned them back on and spewed about $1,000 at it, and they caught up and they started doing better. So make sure you've thoroughly tested them. But once you've thoroughly tested them, it's either a yes or no. Let's see. We got one from D-Man. He says the snaps from Tai Lopez's party were epic. If you guys didn't hear about it, I went to Tai Lopez's house this past weekend for a big party, and I snapped some photos on Snapchat. And he has a couple questions. about my beginnings in affiliate marketing. He says, we all know you went from losing 3,000 your first month to 20,000 profit in the months following. Can you talk about another time when you were struggling to get conversions, and how did you stay motivated while you were losing money? And there has been, oh man, hundreds of times where I've struggled in affiliate marketing since the beginning. Every year, I have periods of time where it's just like nothing will work, but you just continue to ride the wave. And I've never really needed motivation or inspiration to keep me going, even from the beginning. I just love the game. You have to love the game to make it work. I don't know anybody who doesn't like doing affiliate marketing that makes a lot of money doing affiliate marketing. Part of it is that it's fun. So if you have to motivate yourself to get through the bad times, you need to really think about whether this is what you want to do or not. Because for me, when I'm losing money, I'm still having fun. I enjoy the living hell out of it. I've been guilty of running campaigns at a loss just because I like the data coming in. That's how crazy I am. But as far as motivation and inspiration, yeah, man, I don't know how to teach that. That's something you have to get from within. I will say this, if you need motivation and inspiration, just look at me, man. Look at the rest of the members of Mad Society. Read through the follow-alongs, and you'll see guys and girls going through some really hard times, losing money. They're totally unsure of themselves. They're posting in there like really crazy stuff. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to blow my brains out. Like, I'm losing money. I just don't think I can do this. I'm terrified. I'm going to lose my rent money. I don't know what to do. And then weeks later, they're posting in there, oh my God, I'm at 700 a day profit. This is the greatest thing on earth. You have to understand that we all go through the dips and the downtimes, myself included. If someone tells you they don't have any downtimes, they are lying and trying to sell you a product. I don't know a single super affiliate who hasn't had a bad year or bad months within a year. I had a year where I broke even. I had a year where I worked myself to death and I broke even because what I did in the beginning of the year made a tremendous amount of money. And then I did something crazy at the end of the year and lost it all. And I zeroed out that year. So if that makes you feel any better, that's great. And I hope that helps. The trick is to keep going. Because no one does well with this thing by quitting. No one has ever made $1 million in affiliate marketing by quitting when the chips were down. So keep pushing, man. Here's a great one. We got a few more minutes and then we're going to wrap things up. This has been a great one. This one's again from John. Thumbs up, Mindset John. And he says, comparing the current affiliate marketing landscape with the time that you got started, which was like 2008, is it harder now? Is it much more crowded, more competitive, and are clicks more expensive? How do you survive the learning curve now? And here's the thing. People are always going to say it was easier back in the day. Oh, 5 years ago it was easier. 10 years ago it was easier. Let me tell you this. When I came in the game in 2008, we all felt like we had missed the opportunity like in 2001, because that's when AdWords had no rules. They didn't care if you had a landing page. There was no quality score. You could just direct link. You could have a one-page land. They did not care. It could be for porn. It could be for generic drugs. You could sell anything, guns, whatever you wanted, you could do on AdWords. And people made, millions and millions and millions of dollars easily. So when I came in 2008, people were talking about that. And I was like, man, it's so much harder now because you have to deal with quality scores, and you have to, Google requires that you have a contact page. And we thought the opportunity was gone. And then we realized that it was not at all. And I can say the same thing about right now. Sure, maybe it's not as easy as it was in 2008, but it's as easy as it's ever going to be again. And what year is it? 2016? In 2020, people are going to look back and go, man, I wish I started in 2016. That would have been a dream. All those native networks, Facebook was letting you run pages for your businesses. That was before they did an FBI scan of your, life before you could set up an account. God, those would have been the days. They're going to have to look at you guys right now and go, they had it made. So my advice is don't worry about if it's better now than it was then. I can guarantee you 100%, 1000% guarantee you people are making millions of dollars right now in the current landscape, just like they did in 2008, just like they did in 2001, and it ain't going away anytime soon. There's a new crop of affiliates every year that pop up and just dominate and destroy. Brand new guys new to the game. And if they can do it, you can do it. So keep pushing. Don't worry about anything else. Keep going. Oh, this is a great question from a member named Mesh Smart. Mesh Smart. I don't know how to say that, but welcome. Glad you're a member of the forum. I have a weird name, Malin. No one can say my name either. But he says, hey, Malin, and hey, everybody. I have a couple questions. He's running a campaign on Rev Content mobile. He's positive ROI. First day, he made $350. See, this is currently going on right now. This guy's making money. 450 the next day. Then he jumped up to 650 the next few days. Then he hit 850 a day profit. Then everything started to kind of go downhill, and he doesn't know what happened. The next day, he only made $20 compared to 850. And currently, he's making about 250 a day. Do you know any of the reasons for this inconsistency? Am I doing something wrong? And no, you're not doing anything wrong. Unfortunately, this is how affiliate marketing works. Everyone gets on a trajectory of increasing profits and thinks that it's just going to continue increasing. But I'd say 20% of the time, your numbers will continue to go up for weeks, week over week over week over week over week over week. Those are the great campaigns. But most campaigns, they go up and down. You're going to have days where you lose $100. You'll have a day where you make 1,000. You'll have a day where you make 200 the next day. Then it'll break even. Then you'll make 800 the next day, 400 the next day. You'll lose 200 the next day. They just go all over the place like that. So what I would invite you to do, what I would recommend you do, is instead of driving yourself nuts, comparing today's profits to yesterday's profits and doing that every day, start looking at your weeks. And then after some times go by, start looking at your months, because it's kind of like losing weight. You never just continually lose weight. You start losing weight, then it pauses, and then you have a freak out where you binge eat and you gain 3 pounds, but then you lose a few more. But if you look at the long scale, the number always goes down as long as you're doing the right things. Kind of like the stock market. The stock market always goes up. There are pitfalls, but it always comes back up, and it always gets higher and higher. So if you pull back and look at the long view, the stock market goes up. Same way with your campaigns, hopefully. Day to day, they'll be rocky as hell. And you can drive yourself crazy if you watch them too closely and compare those numbers. But the goal is like month over month or week over week, you steadily make small improvements and you make more money over time. So try that. I bring that up in almost every Q&A because people are always freaking out. They're like, I made 1,000 then I only made 500 on Tuesday. What's wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. That's just the way it works. My campaigns are the same way. I've been doing this forever. Even when I've had campaigns that were steadily like crazy profitable, they were pitfalls and ups and downs the whole way, man. Don't get it twisted. I think the problem is that a lot of gurus or whatever they market to you guys saying, follow my simple system and you'll make $1 million this year. Or, you know, Larry followed my simple system and he made $1 million this year. And you think that myself or someone else has this magic secret that just makes everything make money, and we don't. It's a lie. It's bullshit. And what the truth is that it does work, but there are major, it's rarely consistent, and things like offers go down, traffic sources disappear, you know, stuff goes crazy. It's a wild ride, but if you can stick with it and keep going, it does make a lot of money over time. Let's see. I'm not going to answer that. Do you think fake comments on a lander boost conversions or make visitors skeptical? Florida IM. Look, man, I don't want to talk about any of this black hat shit, but I'll tell you this. Fake comments, I don't even know where you can get approved with fake comments on your page anymore. Real comments or user interactions on your page work tremendously well. Real testimonials, stuff like that. What I've done in the past is contacted the advertiser and said, give me 17 testimonials from your clients, to your real people, or give me 16 comments that people have actually sent you. And they'll send them to me with verification. They call it substantiated. And you put those on the landing page. That way you're not just making stuff up. But it does seem to help. The best way to find out is to test. Like every question like this, will fake comments increase conversions? Throw them on your lander and test. Test and find out. That's going to be the answer to every question like that. Hope it works for you. And I hope you can find some real comments. There are some services that you can, I don't even want to get into that. Let's see. Next. Hey, Malin, I wanted to hear your thoughts on getting and using custom audience lists on major traffic sources like Google and FB, Facebook. Maybe you have some ideas on where to get these lists or harvest these highly target lists. This is from Tronolone. And yeah, man, the custom audiences are magic. And if you're not doing custom audiences yet and you're on Facebook, you're out of your mind. What it means is, for an example, let's say I owned a t-shirt shop and I had 1,000 customers that had bought t-shirts from me. Well, I have their email addresses and their names, right? So I can upload their email addresses and their names to Facebook, and Facebook will read their profiles and go out and find thousands of people that are similar to them for me. And they'll show my ads only to these people that fit that same criteria. So if all of my customers will go out and find more men. If they're all in a certain age range, it'll make sure that these new customers are in that age range. If they were all into Christianity was their religion, it'll all Muslims, it'll find Muslims. It's an amazing way to market. The volume's a little lower, but the ROI is sky high. And the way you do that as an affiliate, because you don't own the product, so you don't own the customer list, but you can contact the affiliate network and have them contact the advertiser and just ask them, do not tell them you're building a custom audience. Just ask them for, you got to find a way to get a database of customers from them, at least 50 email addresses. If they can send you that kind of, those email addresses, you can upload them to Facebook and basically print money. It's that easy, because you'll market to people that are exactly like the people who have already bought. So I would highly recommend that. If you can't get the customer email list, you mentioned dropping pixels for retargeting. That's another way to do it. Drop a pixel on your landing page and then create a retargeting pool of customers. And what that does is, if you don't know, I'll just say briefly, it drops a cookie on their computer, and then your ads will follow them around the internet. It probably happens to you all the time. It happens to me all the time. I'll go to Nike's website and look at some shoes, and for the next month and a half, all I see are those shoes thrown around every website that I visit. It's annoying, but it works really well. And here's a trick for you guys. One thing that I do with my retargeting pixels is, instead of just dropping it on my landing page, because that's going to just get tons of people that may or may not have purchased something, I'll put the retargeting pixel on the click-through. So I actually am retargeting people that were interested enough to click a link on my page, not just to come to the page, but to click through to the offer. And they're much more likely to be converters when you retarget them. The way I do that is I'll just drop the pixel on a redirect. So they click the link on my landing page. It redirects them through a page that has my retargeting pixels on it. And then it sends them to the offer page. That's how I do it. Works like a champ. It will be a smaller pool of people, but they will convert higher. Here's a question. We're going to wrap this up. We're actually out of time. We're a little bit over, but this is going well, so I'm going to finish up. Have you ever tested MyLikes or nativeads.com? I haven't tested either one of those. I'm starting to hear MyLikes might have some potential. So if you want to try it, word is that it's not horrible. But nativeads.com, I haven't used it yet, mainly because number one, the features that they say they have sound too good to be true. And I don't know anyone running huge scale affiliate campaigns on nativeads.com. I've also heard it takes up to 2 weeks to get your ads approved. So I don't have a lot of interest there. What are your thoughts on Site Scout? Waste of time. Do you know anyone having success on Site Scout? No. I don't know anyone that's used Site Scout in the last 5 years. It was kind of hot for a minute when it first came out, but I haven't even opened Site Scout in half a decade. I don't even consider it when I'm looking at traffic sources. The last time I used it, it was 100% complete crap, but it was a long time ago. So maybe they've fixed the problems. Truthbender has 3 questions in one. I'm going to see if I can answer them quickly, because this is a good question. Question number 1 from Truthbender is, when in the life cycle of a campaign do you start innovating? I like that question, because this is what I recommend everyone do. In the beginning, do not innovate. You're going to copy, then optimize it. Then you can start to innovate once you've figured the campaign out and have it under control. And what innovate means is you simply try your ideas or your versions of their ideas against their ideas. So let's say you went out and you found a landing page and 5 ads people are currently using, and the campaign, after a week of running it, you get it to break even. Now you can start to test your own ads, maybe some different types of ads or some different images similar to their images, and see if you can improve things. Or you try a new style landing page, or you change the headlines. You start to really tweak and dig into things, and you try to innovate what they're doing. But I don't do that until the campaign is under control and viable. Because if the campaign's not viable, if you're losing 90% every day for 3 weeks, optimizing your landing page or uploading a new ad probably won't make that big of a difference. It's probably going to be a dead campaign. So I start innovating when I get it under control. Number 2, do you create personas before launching the campaign? No, never have done that ever. It's one of those things people talk about, but I don't know anyone that does it. I don't know anyone that sits down, and unless it's kind of like just general, most of the time that information's provided. You know, like if I'm going to run an offer, I was just having a conversation with an affiliate rep, and she gave me all the demo information and the targeting information. You can get that kind of information from them. I don't really worry about it too much. I just find out through testing. I try to go as big as possible, men, women, all ages in the beginning. And if that doesn't work, I do men versus women, all ages. Then I find the best demo. If it's men, I'll go men, 25 and up, 35 and up, 45 and up, 55 and up, 65 and up. And I'll just hone in on the demo that way. I don't try to think of a persona before I launch the campaign. To me, that's kind of weird, because you don't know until you launch. Unless the offer has a ton and has been being run for a long time, you have no idea until you launch. When you test new offers, like you mentioned in the 3X ad optimization system, do you run RON or do you start with a whitelist, blacklist? I start RON every time, 100% of the time. I don't ask the rep for whitelist widgets because that's never going to be guaranteed to work. And if I start with 7 widgets, I may be missing out on 700 other widgets. So I test RON, lose money in the beginning, and then fix it as I go. Yeah, man. So that's about it. John has a 3rd question, but we're out of time, and it's 2 paragraphs long, so I don't even know where to start with that. But anyway, I love the questions. We're out of time, and I have somewhere to go. But thanks for tuning in. I was going to mention something else. Let me pull up mine. Do the Q&A, wrap that up. Oh, yeah, I have a challenge for you guys. First of all, thanks for joining. We're about to wrap this up. Before we go, I have a challenge for all Mad Society members, especially if you're not currently making a profit on your campaigns, and double especially if you don't have a campaign launched. If you're a member of Mad Society and don't have a campaign launched, September is the month. For the month of September and October, I want everyone in the forum to have a campaign live, launched, and be using a follow along. If you don't have a follow along in Mad Society, you are totally missing out. And I notice we have 500 members, I believe, at this point. And we probably have, I don't know, 60 follow-alongs or less, maybe 30, 25, I don't know, but not enough. And you're never going to get anywhere. One of the best things about being a member with this big group is that we will help you. If not me, someone else. But if you post your follow along, even if you're not sure what you're doing, make your follow along start off with, I'm on Rev Content with this offer and I have no idea what I'm doing. That's day one. And then we'll help you progress through the next 60 days to hopefully get your campaigns working and get you through the boot camp of learning how to launch campaigns. If you're experienced, I would love to see some follow alongs from guys who are experienced that show their progress or their struggles. And if you run into problems, myself, all of the other members will help you. The goal is this month, the new month starts tomorrow. And I would love to see like 100 follow-alongs start in the forum between September and October. And if we do that, I can guarantee you that a certain percentage of them, I don't know exactly how many, but a lot of you guys will have your first big profitable days. But you can't get there unless you launch a campaign, and you can't get help from us unless you start a follow-along. And don't message me to help you step by step through your campaign. Use the forum. There's hundreds of people in there. Some with as much experience as I have. Some are new. Some are in the middle. There's a great range of men and women who, if you launch a campaign and ask a question, you'll get like 5 responses from your fellow affiliates. I mean, that's one of the best things about being a part of this big mastermind is it's free Q&As, like all day long, every day. Just post your questions. Someone will answer it. If not me, it'll be someone else. So here, that's the challenge for you. I don't care if you're new, middle, old, been around forever. Launch a campaign, throw a follow along up, and we will help you. I would love to see everyone take action, executing, launching campaigns, trying new things. And here's another thing. If you're running a campaign right now that is just killing you, it's not working, you've been losing money forever, it just doesn't seem like it's going to work, stop running that campaign, launch a new one with a follow along. Pick a brand new vertical, brand new offer, throw it on a traffic source and give that one a shot. Sometimes campaigns don't work. And I'm mentioning this because I just jumped in a new vertical and it's looking really good, really fast. And it was kind of an eye-opener for me, like, oh, okay, I probably need to be launching more new campaigns because, as you guys know, I like to run campaigns forever. One of the campaigns I'm running now, I've been running for almost 3 years. I get into these long-term campaigns and I just don't test new stuff. And then I did test something here recently and it's looking really good, really fast. So I recommend that for you as well. So September, I would love to see the follow-alongs come out like a virus. Post them out there. Don't be scared. Don't be worried that you're going to look stupid. Don't worry if you're going to ask the wrong question or bother someone. That's not going to happen. We're here for you. I'm challenging you to use the group. Post a follow along. Share as much detail as you can, as you're comfortable with, because the more you share, the more we can help. And just watch what happens. That's the power of the Mad Society Mastermind, guys. Anyway, we're done. That's it. Oh, yeah. Thanks to everybody for tuning in, spending your Wednesday with me. September is going to be a big month. I want everyone launching campaigns, creating new ads, creating landing pages, going nuts. I want every traffic source in the world to fear Mad Society members because we're doing such major things and making so much money. Anyway, man, that's it. Let's get ready for a big month next month and get ready to help each other out. We got a brand new group of people coming in the society tomorrow. So be sure and welcome them when they come in, because remember, once you were brand new too. And if someone said hi to you, that may have helped you in a big way. So help out. Welcome the new members. I will. I'll be there. Tomorrow's a big day, guys. New month, new chance to start over, new chance to kill it. So let's do it. Ramon says, every month, this is getting better. Hell yeah, brother. Sammy says, thank you. Nate says, thanks. What's up, brother? What do you recommend besides AdVault? What runs where or AdBeat? Anyway, sorry if I didn't get to your question. There's a ton of them in here, man. And that's it. Yeah, let's wrap it up. That's all, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you in the forum in the future.